What is going on, everybody? It is the Running Gun Podcast. I am Ace, and joining me in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, will be Flash making his long-awaited return. Technology is not liking us today. Let's just leave it like that. As always, JP's will be joining me, but he has how do we should say the situation. So he took care of that today, so he won't be on, but he should be back next week. So we'll see that good. Uh you know, what up, Ashton? We've had some tech issues, my computer crashed and then wanted to do a whole update. So, it's been a disaster running, nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary, more or less. But we're gonna make the best of what we got. So Flash will be joining me whenever he can. Once he gets his mic working. I don't know if anybody can hear me 'cause I don't even know my audio is working. But we'll be talking into a microphone and figuring this stuff out as we go. Because, that's how we roll. Gonna talk, a little bit of HBCU stuff going on. Jackson State and SC State, South Carolina State, are gonna be meeting in the MEAC Wax Challenge this week, I believe. Um, you know, College football is getting going. FAMU's moving toward game prep, getting out of training camp, getting into the in-game reps kind of stuff, about to come up. NFL, new starting quarterback is now announced, I should say, for the NFC South team. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a new starting quarterback, officially announced by Todd Bowles this week. Um, the Trey Lance experiment, well, not even experiment. The Trey Lance ride is just over in San Francisco now, as they have announced that Sam Darnold is gonna be the quarterback 2, with Brock Purdy as QB1, obviously, from his run last year. So Trey Lance probably gonna get shipped out, but we'll see how that is. They did him dirty, but we'll get into that when Flash gets in here. I'm gonna talk, Vanderbilt, Hawaii, Notre Dame, Navy, the goodies coming up this weekend. As we all know, there is what else? NBA stuff. We have the World Cup going on, basketball. Nothing new on the Wander Franco situation, but I don't know what we expect. He got put on administrative leave. But with that, I guess I'm just gonna run the intro and get going. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. If you want, leave a comment. Let's keep this chat running and be live, so I'm not sitting here by myself talking to my microphone, because that would just be great if you guys were such a nice people. We can have fun doing this and figure this out, because I'm normally not the one running, but we're gonna run this show and do it to the best of our abilities. Ain't that right? All right, I'm gonna run this intro and let's get going.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JP.
This is the Bug.
This is JC.
This is Flash.
This is Jimi Hendrix.
And you're listening to
And you are listening to
And you're listening to
And you're listening to the Run and Gun Podcast.
All right, how we doing, guys? We're back, and let me switch this background. I don't know where the hell Flash is. He should be behind. I don't know. We'll be along shortly. But 8:17. Let's get into the goodies. I stalled long enough. So as we all know, MEAC Select Challenge is up this week, I believe, and we have NC State coming in versus Jackson State. Throwback to the Celebration Bowl from, I believe, last year, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to be coming up again, rematch. Because, Jackson State, new era coming up. But basically, half the team went into the transfer portal. So the rematch of Atlanta from the Celebration Bowl is coming up basically. Where also 2021 when they won 31-10 upset 2 years ago. That's gonna be another thing to look at. Teams, we were gonna be dummy down playbook, basically, where you have teams not a full playbook, still getting the reps underneath each other for the players' chemistry, but especially when you lose half a team to the transfer portal, is never been a good thing. So they got to figure that out for Jackson State. SC State, on the other hand, they lost their number one wide receiver, Shaq Davis, to the NFL. They got to figure themselves and their offense back around with their chemistry. They're going to get quick. It might be a not that pretty game, but, coach is going to coach their butts off, going to make it competitive. But for me, I'm going to still probably end up taking SC State. Thanks, Ashton. We're going to run the show by myself. It's not the first time I've done it by myself, I've done this whole thing by myself before. We're going to run this thing and we're going to have fun doing it. Yeah, so make sure you guys leave a comment. I'll post the comment section link on YouTube or on Twitter from YouTube. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I just jinxed it, guys. This the legend. He's back after such a long time. How we doing, Flash? What's up?
Another day, another dollar.
Other than the dog, hey, can't go wrong with that. Money.
Are we gonna
got
mix up?
money.
Are we gonna mix up the podcast because it's a rare Flash sighting?
No, we're still gonna run this like run and gun. Keep it short and sweet. Just gonna keep it running because JP's got his stuff he gotta take care of. He ain't gonna be here today, so Flash getting his work in. He's gonna break that rust off, chip it off, nice and slow before we get going on our podcast. Ashton saying, "What up, Flash? Long time no see."
Is that a good angle? Let me just make sure. Oh yeah, you guys need to see. There we go. Nah.
Man came late for a dramatic entrance.
Oh.
What up, Kim 522?
Kevin, with all due respect, it is just some tech. We had some tech difficulties. A bunch of it is not in our favor tonight.
So,
without further ado,
you could talk about the MEAC SWAC Challenge, SC State versus Jackson State, while I post this link to Twitter for the podcast.
Well, Mr. Ace, I got a question. I mean, now that Deion Sanders is not at what's it called, J State University, do you think South Carolina State, I believe, is going to have a chance at beating Jackson State? Easy chance.
Last two times. Last two times they've won. I'm gonna get into that in a minute, Ashton. But yeah, so SC State's main loss is probably Shaq Davis, but then Jackson State, their whole team basically went into the transfer portal, so they got a lot of stuff. Everybody got Flash figured out, man. I'm sorry, I gotta get this. Sorry, off topic. Must be a Russell Westbrook jersey for the Clippers.
Yep.
Has to be. Yep. Everybody's got Flash.
Everyone knows that. I can't wear.
Worry about him a tad bit.
I cannot wear John Moran jersey anymore after the stupidness he has.
Oh God.
So unfortunately, that jersey has been retired.
Yeah. So
I'm working on a jersey collection. I don't know who should I get next for my jersey. I'm thinking Kenneth Walker for my next one.
Oh, that's a good choice. So basically, MEAC SWAC Challenge, August 26th, 7:30 in Atlanta. It's gonna be an ABC to tune in there. So basically, so some stuff to keep factors to watch. It kind of basically said chemistry, some rust coming in for Jackson State, new coach. Well, not really, but we're gonna see how guys like Rico Powers, JD Martin keep the offense running. A lot of skilled new quarterback over there for the South Carolina. They got Corey Field going to be coming back, going to be great as always. I believe he was, Gordon Smith, Devontae Davis, Jeremiah Williams, all those guys. We got that. I think it's not going to be a blowout like how it was in Atlanta. Not like Atlanta, but 2021 was a 31-10 game. I don't believe it's going to be that far of a spread. I believe it'll probably end up being a one-score game. Maybe two. I'd say like a 10-point game. 7-point game. That's somewhere where I think it is. What do you
Do
think,
you
Far?
use your microphone anymore? Your voice sounds off.
Something happened to StreamYard where, for some reason, my mic, when I plug it in, it's going to put the audio output onto the mic and not the headphones. So, like, I don't know what the hell happened to this thing where I can't run it like how I used to with using the mic as the input and the headset as the output. For some reason, now it's only
You just
using
got
one.
You just gotta change some settings, dude. You'll have to work on that another time. Because it sounds like you're
Yes,
talking through your nose right now. You sound like, hey, you know what kind of train this is? Train. You know what kind of train this is?
Well, I can't help it because, this doesn't want to work right now. It didn't want to work last week, and it still hasn't decided to work this week. Which sucks. But if I plug it in, my audio is going to go out. Flash, get off your phone, Mr. Man. Get off your phone.
Hey, man, I'm listening. I'm just
Yeah,
taking
but
care of.
you need to talk,
I
Mr.
am talking, but you are dominating
Ow,
the mic.
ow. Grab my hair, sorry.
You are dominating a microphone right now, bro. Like,
Well,
I mean,
I'm talking and you're not talking, so.
because you're dominating. You haven't even changed the topic. I mean, it's obviously a general consensus. We all know South Carolina State is going to obviously run through this game over Jackson State.
Taking it as the speakers.
And he's still talking.
Talk, but
So, come on,
my headset
Ace.
decided to go bye-bye again.
Man, that is not my
Well,
problem.
Talk. I can't hear you, so you're gonna have to talk.
Well, I don't know what we're even
Yeah,
talking
give me a
about. We're talking about HBCU football.
Oh, did I really not send the script? That's my bad. Let me send that.
I have no script. I have nothing. I am
I
just
have a
going
little
off of
bit
what
of
you're
a-
saying.
It's
At this point, it's just a flash interview. They might as well go off script.
All right, I sent it.
Script at this point. Thank you. Penalty.
Oh, Ashton, we know. Don't worry. Jordan got all the receipts, man. I can't hear, but Jordan got all the receipts.
What you mean a wild week? What is happening? Some crazy
I
things
can't hear
happen?
you, so yeah. Read that. It's
Oh.
gonna be probably, I believe, the FAMU
We could hear you.
Jackson State game.
All right, so what is it? Ashton, explain to me what's going on here. I have zero idea what's happening with that comment. And I cannot hear Ace. So Ashton, with some. Oh, oh boy! Jackson State fans are in for a disappointment. They cannot handle the fall off. I'm telling you right now, they cannot handle that fall off that they're gonna get. Sucks to be them, but it's not my problem. So, wow. Okay, so Florida A&M slowly moving towards game prep. Well, I have been totally
Can't hear
out.
nothing right now. Give me a second.
Maybe you should just use your speaker.
Man, I don't know how to cut out.
All right, you know what? Hang on. Give me a second, guys. Thank you, Kevin, for being tech support. I appreciate that.
Okay, let me see what- I really do not know.
All right, so all right, so let's talk about NFL because I don't know too much. Yeah, let's talk about some NFL, National Football League, because I think this is a perfect weekend for me to talk about some National Football League over while I'm here, all right? Because I have no idea what my scheduling is going to be like once I go back to school next week. I start school next week, all right? All right, I go to St. Leo University in the middle of Dade City, so it's a totally different ball game for me in terms of scheduling versus Ace. So Ace has already started school, so wish him best luck. He's trying to finish up, so I'm wishing him the best of luck. So, anyways, wait, are you hearing me? Oh, okay, I'm running the show. Let's go. All right. So, guys, what we have Baker Mayfield starting as our Buccaneers quarterback number 1 this season. I mean, look, I've seen Baker's potential. I mean, we know like when Baker Mayfield at his peak essentially led the Browns to beating the Steelers. Like that Steelers team has won a lot of games for crying out loud. So we know Baker Mayfield's capable of. Is he capable of doing it again? I personally do not know. We're going to expect to see Kyle Trask take over midseason because Buccaneers fans get frustrated after Week 5. Who knows? I am not that guy to answer that question. But I'll tell you one thing's for sure: that Buccaneers team is it's going to be tough, man. That O-line is going to make any quarterback that goes in the center look terrible. Ooh, Bowles gave it away that Baker had the job before. Oh yeah, we know that. I'm talking about in the future. That's what I'm talking about. Like what's going to happen in the future once we reach Week 5 and Buccaneers fans are already frustrated. I mean, for crying out loud, we're going to see this season who is a real Buccaneers fan and who was just a Tom Brady bandwagoner, or those who just came down from upstate New York or California that are just bandwagoning.
Not upstate New York. New England.
New England.
Area.
No. I'm talking about the foreigners that are moving to Tampa Bay.
Okay. I guess
you know the demographic I'm talking about.
The snowflakes. The snowflakes.
Yes. No, snowflakes are people that come down for the winter and then they go back up for the summer. That's our snowflakes. People that come down here and move permanently, we just call them New Yorkers because that's what they are. So yeah, Buccaneers after Week 5 is what I'm more concerned about because, as I said, that O-line is not going to look good for the Bucs, and that is my biggest question mark for the Buccaneers this season. Do I think the Buccaneers could be the second best team or third best team? Perhaps. Yeah, he needs to be a game manager, but how could he be a game manager when that O-line can't protect you? That is my 2 cents. You can't be a game manager when you have a below average O-line. That is my point, Kevin. So
yeah, Tristan Wirfs is moving from the right side to the left side, so your best offensive lineman is going to be at a disadvantage because he's got to be learning a new position now. And then, Donovan Smith is gone, so your biggest weakness is gone, but he's also was somewhat decent at times. But yeah, it's going to be a rough
I personally hate to say it as of right now. Well, maybe for Ace, depending on his political stance, but I hate to say it, but I think the Saints might be the number 1 team of the South. I hate to say that. I don't even like saying that. I don't even think Ace likes that.
So bad.
I don't think Ace likes that.
They are the listed favorites, and they kind of are because the NFC South is so terrible by default.
It is so terrible, but at the same time, Derek Carr is not a scrub. Okay, maybe he can't. Like we've seen Derek Carr has pulled through whenever the Raiders. Whoa, brother! Hold now. With Desmond Ritter?
You gotta lower that volume.
Oh.
You gotta lower that volume. That volume is way too up.
I'm sorry. With Desmond Ritter at under center? Listen, man. Desmond Ritter's kind of...
Kevin 522, you kind of gotta stay off the weed.
I know, Kevin. With all due respect, Kevin, no. I heavily disagree. Not with their quarterback. I have more faith in Baker Mayfield than Desmond Ritter right now. All right, Desmond Ritter is not even nearly as good as a quarterback. He was just overhyped because his team made it to the college football playoffs. I mean, for crying out loud, Desmond Ritter has been carried by our own Tampa Bay product, Jerome Ford, on that Cincinnati team.
Oh, in Cincinnati.
Yeah, our own Tampa Bay product. Oh, speaking of Jerome Ford, I got a little story for y'all. When Jerome Ford used to run track, that man was disrespectful when he ran track at Armwood. Let me tell you, he would just look next to his person, stare him down as he crosses the finish line, smoking his opposition. That's Jerome Ford, all right? Where's the first?
Yeah, well, where's the first? It was still an 8-win team.
Where's Drunk, man? I want Drunk. Drunk is funny.
Drunk's probably late, like always. He's probably mixing his dark and white again.
You know what? I would actually come on the show and take drinks with Drunk and see what happens.
That would probably not end well.
Don't tell Mom about that. Just don't tell her about it.
Mom's watching. Don't worry.
I don't care if Mom's watching. I'm home. It's not like I'm driving.
Very well. Very well. Hey, we switched that bot.
Let's talk about Anthony Richardson. That's actually a fun one to talk about. What's your thoughts about that, Ace?
He probably should have sat behind the 8-10, 114 a division title.
Well, he's not wrong about that, but the Saints are way
Division
better
title's
rounded.
like getting a Mickey Mouse participation trophy from the NFC South.
Well, hang on, Ace. I mean, what my friend Kevin's failing to understand is that Saints are actually decent, are pretty well rounded, despite some questionable coaching they have. They're still a better team on
That
paper.
part.
So,
See, as JP would say, the other Saints fan who shows up in the comment section from time to time.
I
is
don't. I don't even.
missed him. You weren't here for when he showed up. That was back while you were on hiatus. But yeah, as you said, like they got the best team, but it's like the whole division thing. You got to probably prove it a bit.
Well,
If you know what I mean. The
well,
coaching
well,
has proven, but on paper, if you look at the rosters, all lined up next to each other, the Saints got the best roster hands down.
No. Even you know that's not true, Ace. Even you know.
Okay,
that.
quarterback. You want to get into quarterback? Who's got the best quarterback?
Between who? Saints and we're talking about the division.
Division.
Oh, I
The
thought we were
coaching
talking about
is
the
the only question I
NFL
have
or
left.
even the NFC.
Oh no! That's a different card. We're sticking with the NFC South and being so poverty.
Saints have the best quarterback, and they already have the best
Right.
receiving corps too, probably. Okay, maybe not best receiving corps. Maybe Buccaneers might have them beat because they still got
It
Chris
depends
Godwin.
on health of Thomas.
No.
Depends on the health of Thomas.
Buccaneers still got them beat in wide receivers. I'm not entertaining that one. Mike Evans over Mike Thomas. Chris Godwin over Olave. Olave's getting better though, but
All right, very well. Keep it going. Defense, we know who's got that.
Okay, I'll take that. Okay, Olave over Godwin. I'll say that for now. Olave is actually pretty good.
All right, cool. Now back onto the topics of
running backs, Saints.
Yep.
O-line,
cool.
Saints.
I'm not doing this. He's doing it. We're gonna have fun with it.
I'm done. You get the point. Saints are the best team in this.
All the head coaches suck. That's the only neutralizer.
What if Bryce Young has a Rookie of the Year campaign?
Then I believe he would be the first.
Saints best quarterback.
Bijan's got to play a snap in the NFL before we give the Falcons the best running back, because Kamara's still a top 10 running back even if he is suspended 3 games.
Yeah. Even with Kamara suspended, it's definitely Falcons. I mean, it's definitely Saints running backs. I'm sorry, Kevin. Bucks wide receiver, I could get behind that. Tight end, I don't even know.
It's Evans and Godwin versus Thomas and Olave. It depends on Thomas's health.
Mike Evans is better than Michael Thomas. I'm sorry, man.
2019 Mike Thomas, he's not coming back to that form, but if he's anywhere near that,
it's not happening, Ace. I'm sorry. Buccaneers got the better wide receivers. Tight end, I have no idea myself.
I can't keep it going.
Atlanta.
I can't even name you a single Bucks tight end. Kyle Pitts is being used as a decoy. Otherwise, I would have given it to the Falcons. Atlanta's O-line is the best.
I forgot Kyle Pitts is on the Bucks. That's good. He's
on the Falcons. Kyle Pitts is on the Falcons.
Oh. Isn't Kyle Pitts struggling?
Yeah, his coach thinks he's a decoy. The Falcons' run blocking is good. The pass protection is terrible.
I mean, I'm sorry, Kevin. I cannot get behind you on this one, man. I'm sorry. This is just not one. I cannot get behind.
Kevin's defending the Falcons hard. I've never seen this before. I'm sorry.
I thought Kevin would like defend the Bucks more. It's much easier to defend the Bucks than the Falcons. I mean, because at least the Buccaneers, at least they may have some questionable quarterbacks, but it's not as bad as Desmond Ridder questionable. Falcons need a tank and get a new quarterback. Desmond Ridder is not the future. I'm sorry. Yes! I finally get to be on with drunks around. Yes. Kyle, he just doesn't have a. Yeah, that is also true. He doesn't have a coach or a quarterback. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, not with that
It ain't
quarterback,
happening.
and they don't got that running back. All right, Ace. Let me ask you this: is the Atlanta running back him? Is he him in the South?
Bijan got to play a snap in the NFL first. Trey Lance to Atlanta. It makes sense, but
Well, yeah, it
the
makes
Falcons
sense because of
don't
the strip
think
clubs and stuff
wide
over
first.
there. That's why it makes sense. Thank you,
Y'all
Drunk
too
man.
strong,
Much love, Drunk. Much love. I was talking to Ace. Maybe if I ever come back on the show and I know you're coming on, maybe we'll have a shots contest or something. It'll be a little bit fun. Take a drink every time.
Lord. Let's not rob both of them up.
I'll think of something. All right, maybe 3 shots or 4 shots.
He's not better than Najee Harris will ever be.
Well, Nigel. Okay, hey, speaking of Najee Harris, let me ask you this: do you think Najee Harris
Steelers
bad
O-line
season?
is terrible.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you think
had
he'll
a
be
foot
better this
injury,
season?
and the Steelers O-line is terrible.
Yeah.
If he's gonna have a better season this year, I think if Kenny Pickett does make a little bit of a leap, if he makes a little bit
he's
of a
right.
leap,
I don't want to do that.
I
I've been a little lightweight lately. I've been a lightweight lately. I'll say that. I've been a little lightweight. I think like after 6, I think I'll be on my knees at the toilet.
Yeah.
It's been rough lately.
Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, with Najee. So
I don't mind
Kenny
taking a
makes
few
little
though, like
leap.
3 or 4. That's good. I'm back.
Yes, I got Najee. I'm Anthony.
I am
Najee.
okay.
Is how much is your lightweights?
Yes, because
Yeah,
I am interacting with my audience. Okay.
I know you are. All right, cool. What was I saying? Yeah, Najee. If Kenny Pickett makes a leap, the box won't be packed like it was last year. He'll have a little bit more space to operate, and if his offensive line is halfway better, he's gonna get a little bit more like lanes to run through. He's just gotta realize instead of going left, like east west, he needs to start going north south, and actually get downfield when he's running. Because there's a lot of gaps he could take. He's just been trying to make too many moves. So once he like takes that down a bit and becomes more efficient in his route, like not routes, but like the lane he's gonna take, the hole, he'll be good.
Yeah, your tolerance is much higher than mine. My liver has not been nice to me lately. Just ask Ace when I went to Trinidad how bad it was.
Yeah. Okay, we're not getting into that. We're going on to this with Kevin Feige. Steelers is a sleeper. Who was I talking about? I was talking to somebody about this the other day.
I'll say this: Steelers are always
2 of the 3 wildcard spots are from the AFC North.
It's a given. Yeah, Steelers are always a sleeper team. They always are. AFC North is going to AFC North is going to have another 3 teams in the AFC playoffs. It's a given. It's going to happen this season. It's going to be the Ravens, the Bengals,
and if Deshaun Cosby becomes Deshaun Watson, or if Kenny Pickett takes the Trevor Lawrence leap.
I heard that Deshaun
Kenny Pickett
Watson
looking nice in the preseason, but then again, it's the preseason.
I heard Deshaun Watson hasn't been looking good lately. He has not looked good.
He wasn't looking good last year, but also you got to take into account he didn't play football for a long time.
Yeah,
so
but
it's kind of like I don't know how much rust he has, or if he's just washed.
Hey man, he's getting a bag. I think he's just taking the bag.
Well, can't argue with that one.
Well, that's what happens when your team don't have an O-line. Listen, I still believe in Najee Harris.
I feel Drunk took Najee in fantasy and he got burnt by it last year. He took Drunk in the first round. He took Najee in the first round last year and he got burned, like Flash did. I took Najee in the first round. He got burned.
I regret that. That was the worst decision I ever made. I thought maybe Najee Harris is still going to be the next Derrick Henry, and Did not happen last
Now,
season.
Najee wasn't more not Derrick Henry. He was.
Well, I mean,
bit
he has the
more,
same.
uh,
He has the height and the weight, and he's from Alabama.
He had
He's-
Derrick Henry's build, but he could catch a ball better than Derrick Henry.
He's more shifty too.
Yeah.
He's much more shifty. That's another thing that Najee has. That's why I still believe in Najee Harris in terms of NFL prospect. I don't think he's a bust. I think it's just, well, essentially bad luck for the Steelers in that O-line. So,
All right,
who
back
else?
to Anthony Richardson. Right? So, yeah, he should have sat behind Gardner Minshew for a minute, I feel like. All right. Yeah,
Yes.
basically, yeah.
That's why I said.
Oh, Keeper League. Oh, I feel bad for you.
I felt that. I felt that. Put back up Kevin's comment for me, Ace.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Harris is more athletic than Henry. Henry's bigger and stronger, but Harris is more athletic. I'm not going to disagree with that statement at all. I'm not even going to contest it.
That's so funny. So I was actually right. Yeah, he got burned in fantasy with him, and that's what happened. That's why he hates him.
Oh my god.
Me and Cam Akers. Basically, that's what happened with me and Cam Akers. Yeah, so yeah, Anthony Richardson. He should have sat a minute behind Gardner Minshew because, like, I feel like as talented as he is, especially if they trade Jonathan Taylor, that team, that offense is going to be very brutal to watch. It's going to be dysfunctional. They have no running game beside him. And he's going to have so many interceptions because he has no run game. It's going to be a brutal stretch for
It's
him.
gonna be a brutal first season. I don't even think they should start Anthony Richardson. They're setting him up for failure this first year. I mean,
Yeah.
whenever I look at young prospects, Anthony Richardson is supposed to be an experiment. I believe.
He should have been like how Josh Allen was.
Yeah,
He should have been handled the same way.
yeah, same, or even like
They
Patrick
sat him for a bit
Mahomes.
and then
Patrick
started.
Mahomes was considered an experiment too, to an extent.
A project,
Yeah,
not experiment. But
you
speaking
get
of
what I'm
projects,
saying.
yeah, I know what you mean. He's like they're supposed to sit for a minute, get the
Because
understanding of how the game works, and then you go out in a later time in your career and you go out of your ball.
you're
You're gonna see that with Jordan Love, though. You're gonna see that he was the epitome of it.
I
If you watch him,
I think Jordan Love is going to be average.
he's gonna be average, but he's not gonna be a bust.
No, I'm not going to say he's
Oh,
going to be a
there
bust, but he's
This is the one. This is the one I was talking about. AP, scroll up in the comments section. You and Kevin 522. I want to see who you guys got between Falcons and Saints. Who's gonna win the division?
well. Yeah, I mean, you know what, Kevin? I agree with you 100%. 100%. I'm not denying it because you know what? I'll never forget that USF game. How bad Anthony Richardson looked. But you want to be fair, Anthony Richardson has cleaned up his messes towards the end of that Gator season. To an extent, he kind of did clean up. Won't you say so, Ace?
What?
Do you think
He
Anthony
cleaned up his
Richardson?
decision making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
It's
Yeah,
a little
he
bit
looked-
better.
He looked really good when they played against Tennessee, and that Gators defense is. I remember that game. That Gators defense just let him down. Anthony Richardson was
The
the
Gators
stud.
defense was terrible.
It was,
Gators defense was terrible.
and let's not forget, guys, that Tennessee team was a top team. They were good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
All right. Now back to this. Since AP's in the
He
comments section, let's get into this.
We're gonna talk about the Saints again. Oh,
Yeah. This is what I want AP to deal with. Address this. Of course, the first is his argument. This is also part of it.
I'm very
Um,
clear.
O-line, underrated. And he's very determined on this. So I wanted to see what AP has to respond with. Is the secondary the issue with the Falcons? He has AJ Terrell. He's kind of off and on. If he gets a big body receiver hits over for him, he's barbecue chicken basically. We thought last year, dude. Oh, who would I pick as a worst first team? All right, give me a second.
Where's the first
I gotta
team?
pull who. I gotta remember who actually came last. Give me a second. I have a
We got
general idea.
we got another comment. Their D line.
Yeah.
but it's not a good pass rush. O-line's
Grady
weak, but
Jarrett is carrying it.
yeah,
They have no
at least
linebackers. Their linebacking core is terrible.
that's a problem. It's a
They
part-time season.
keep getting rid of them.
You know what?
That's true
Speak-
too, though.
Let me say something.
Okay,
Let me
where's first? This is
time
easy.
out.
Bears or the Jets.
Time out, Ace. Some of y'all might know Hendricks, and I'll never forget that Hendricks believed at one point. I don't remember if he said that Derek Carr should have been MVP, but he was like praising that man, and that's rare for Hendricks to praise a man like that. And he's like, yeah, Hendricks is a great leader. I think he should be MVP, or he says something along those lines. I was like, okay.
This has got to be 2021 because Hendricks wasn't doing stuff like this in 2016. So this has got to be 2021.
It was a while back. But I'll never forget that.
Well, penalty talk, I don't think it existed in 2016. I don't know. I wasn't around back then I wasn't on here back then, so I really don't know. But, so yeah, with AP, yeah. Desmond Ritter is probably top 30 quarterback right now in the league, maybe top 32. And he's not before 25. He's after 25 in the quarterbacks ranking.
I'm sorry.
He hasn't shown anything yet to do that in his decision making and his play. So can't say he's good enough to be a playoff quarterback. And like your defense isn't 85 Bears or 2000 Ravens type of defense. Hell, 2012 Ravens with Joe Flacco at quarterback to be that good enough to carry.
Are we talking about Derek Carr? Yeah.
Yeah, I assume he means Carr in 2016.
I'll say this though. Derek Carr's issues also come along because of how dysfunctional that franchise was as well. That Raiders franchise
That's
was
true,
very
too.
dysfunctional. Questionable coaching, questionable everything. That whole thing was a mess. So yeah, everything was a mess. So, but at the same time, the Saints are a mess too with their coach. Todd Bowles and what's his face name again?
Taylor Heineke is good for about 5 games a season. He'll give you 5 good games, and the other how many games of the season now? 17. Other 12 games will be garbage.
Heineke is a game manager.
Well, McDaniel's bottom 5, but Dennis Allen was bottom 15 when he was in Oakland. But also that team was pretty young, pretty new, and gutted. So you gotta take that with a grain of salt, but also Dennis Allen didn't help his case much last year at all. But then again, he also had champagne hanging over his head, so it's like kind of playing Dennis Allen, but kind of can't. That's what it says. Like, I give the Saints till week 5 to prove it to me. If not, if they aren't good by week 5, I'm out on the season. But if they're good, we'll be like, all right, Dennis Allen, you can keep your job.
Nah, Dennis Allen still needs to go. He's a terrible coach. I'm just saying that.
He's just young. Well, Taylor Heineke wants to be Tom Brady.
You know what? We've been talking about teams on the East. We should talk about some teams in the West. Is there anything cool happening out West?
Well, it depends if Jonathan Taylor's heading out West because, the owner is okay. McDaniel's never a coach. He's a bar boy. That's just. I mean, is he wrong though? Is he wrong? Yeah, he wasn't even a water.
Well, actually, you know what, Ace? There actually is a few things we could talk about. I don't mind going late tonight, by the way. I do not mind. But I never even got to hear about what you say about the Jets because I saw, you know what? I was watching First Take, I think it was like yesterday or something, and Mad Dog is like, yeah, the Jets are going to be already has a better offense than the Dolphins and all that. And I'm like,
no, Dolphins got like one of the best. Yeah, I'm gonna get into this in a minute, AP, since he wants to talk about the Jets thing. Yeah, Tua. All right, yeah. You also saw Tua's response. I didn't think Tua had it in him to say, "Keep your name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth." I didn't think Tua had that in him Tua seemed like such a nice guy. I don't think he would ever basically tell someone to shut up. Like, shut the F up. Not even shut up. He basically said, Ryan Clark, keep my name out your mouth. Basically what he said. Well, that's exactly what he said. Not even basically, that's what he said. I didn't think he had that in him, so hell, Tua's got some got a package down there this season. So the line can actually hold up for 3 seconds. He doesn't die every other play. I guess the Dolphins. Dolphins are a better team than the Jets. That's
Can you please have a Jets?
All right,
Well,
cool. Well, we're gonna have a
Jet-
Jets
all
roast
right,
session. We're the Denver Broncos of last year. That's what it is. They got
you think
Nathaniel
so?
Hackett. That's all I need to say. They are basically the Denver Broncos of last year.
Well, I mean, is Nathaniel
Oh,
Hackett going to do the calling? Because, I mean, I'll say this, man. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's not the head coach.
Who? Nathaniel Hackett?
Yeah.
Saul's an all right head coach, but he hasn't shown anything. Hey, man, this guy's got it. He hasn't shown.
Listen, I just don't think is that the Jets are better than the Dolphins, but who knows? I mean, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is as good as he used to be as well.
Yeah,
that is a valid concern. Oh, and Ace has vanished.
Armstead has injury. Yeah, Toronto. Well, he already has the injury issues, but then like with the Jets, it's like Mekhi Becton's already hurt. Wayne Brown's hurt, or he's coming back off of an injury. Elijah Vera Tucker was hurt for a minute last year, I believe. But they got a lot of injuries on their own line too. But
Jets are pretty talented, though. I'll say that they are pretty talented, but
they got some dogs. But the Dolphins wide receivers is way better. If the Dolphins get Jonathan Taylor, it's a wrap.
Yeah, you could say that, but no. Hear me.
Going to Denver.
No, Ace, hear me. Tampa Bay is not New York. You make a mistake, they're gonna give you hell for it in New York. Every minute
Tampa
thing.
media is different. Yeah, Tampa media is way.
Tampa media is different, but the fans are nowhere near as bad. But New York, though, the media and the fans, everyone's gonna come for your head in New York. You're not safe.
Right there, Mike McDaniel. Bro was about to beat the Bills with Skylar Thompson as his quarterback. Like, we can talk about this. Bro almost beat the Bills with Skylar Thompson as quarterback. Like, this man was just pulling stuff out of his behind.
Well, but yeah.
Yeah, O-line.
Drunk.
Jets biggest going through a gauntlet. Yeah, that.
I think Aaron Rodgers and Sauce Gardner are going to be smoking a lot. I think that's what's going to happen.
I mean, I would take Garrett Wilson in fantasy, but like, I got to see how this Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook thing's going to work. I want to see how Aaron Rodgers, when he gets the adversity going, if he's going to crumble and start blaming everybody beside himself. Yeah, like the Dolphins literally, I believe, were 6-0. They were hanging with the Eagles, like one of the best teams in Tua.
Yeah, they were. They were legit until Tua got hurt.
Right, Tua had a 6-touchdown game. Tua was dealing, and then Tua got hurt, and it's like it all fell apart. And then McDaniel's McDaniel.
I got something to say, Ace. I got something to say. I think this year, from a betting perspective, do not bet the over in games involving the Dolphins. I think their defense is going to tighten up, even though they do have some washed up goods in their defense.
Wait, you do realize how the over works, right? A team with Tyreek Hill's probably and Jalen Waddle's probably going to hit the over.
Well, I'm not talking about that because, like, guess what? Dolphins are going to shoot high because, like, but their defense doesn't look good.
Oh, you're trying to say as high as the Dolphins shoot, the other team's not going to be able to come on the other side of that and get
not as much. Not as much.
All right. I see what you mean. I like Breeze. I just don't like how Dalvin is going to take his snaps. Yeah.
I mean, Dalvin's already on.
I want to be able to use Dalvin because, like, I just don't see the fit between the two of them. Like, Dalvin would have been such a better fit in Miami than he would have been in New York. But New York is in such a win-now mode right now that.
Who's Sam
Wilson?
Wilson?
Sam Wilson got arrested again?
When was that? Oh, Ace. Where is the Commanders quarterback from?
Which one? Sam Howell?
Yeah.
North
Sounds like
Carolina.
North Carolina. He sounds like a guy that came out of
You got another
Stanford.
weapon for us?
Like
I swear
if
he got that last.
he just sounds like someone that came out of Stanford. Like that is like Stanford kid name. Sam Howell. Yeah, it just sounds like someone that came out of Stanford. Don't know why. It just sounds like it.
Tanner McKee. That is a Stanford quarterback from this year with the Eagles backup. So yeah, Jerry Jones said everything I know about it won't impact his time on the field, and he got arrested for, I believe, a weapons charge. Charge of possession of it is a weapons charge, and then he got arrested also with the possession of a controlled substance. Yeah. What was he going? Yeah, this sounds a little hollow, what he does and is maturing, and he is. What was he going? 66? Was he going 66 miles an hour? So yeah, he's 34 miles an hour less than he was, so that's improvement. Yeah, I knew Williams got arrested last year. Like, I'm sure he got arrested like again.
Okay.
90. Hey, at least it's not. I'm shut up. I'm shut up. Dude just went to prison. And he started sentence. Let me not say what was coming to my head.
You want me to change the topic? I'll change the topic for you, Ace.
Let's talk about Trey Lance. Quick.
No, not about Trey Lance yet. How many games do you think the Bengals will lose while Joe Burrow's out? He's out for six games, I believe. Correct?
No, he's not out no 6 games. He said 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
You knew it.
Ruggs needs to be in jail longer, man. If Torrey got time for a shot Ruggs should be in jail longer than Tory Lanez.
I know exactly what I was coming with.
Ruggs needs to be in jail longer. I do not know how the hell he got away with that. He should be doing Cameron Herron time. That's what he should be doing. Cameron Herron time. But instead hey man, somehow the white chicks on TikTok seem to care about him. He's like, oh my god, right. Cameron Herron did nothing wrong.
All right, shut up, Flash. Let me shut up, Flash. Let me put this in perspective of basically what Jerry Jones said. He won 156 last year. He's going 124 this year. So that's improvement. That's basically what he said. Because that's the difference between how fast Henry Ruggs is going last year. Or how I should say, Sam Williams went last year to what he went this year. It's 32 miles an hour, right? Yeah, let's put in perspective of Henry Ruggs. Ruggs went 156. Yeah, that difference is still 124 miles an hour. That's still going to kill somebody.
What can go wrong will go wrong for Jerry Jones.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Cool. Back on the West Coast side.
Let's talk about the West now. We talked so much on Eastern teams. Let's talk about some West teams.
Yeah, Sam Darnold going 515, 43 yards,
49ers
interceptions. Still won the backup job over. Won the backup job over Trey Lance.
AP referring about.
Pretty the starter. Okay, this Sam Darnold's I'm out.
I agree.
Trey Lance is the wasted talent part. New talent.
Yeah.
No.
You
want to talk about a hurricane and an earthquake being played at hit the exact same time in the NFL saying
you want to know what's crazy? Hey, you want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? I have not even heard a whole lot of news about this hurricane in LA. I've only seen that one picture of Dodgers Stadium flooded. Storm. It was a hurricane though.
It hit as a hurricane like right off the bat, and then it dropped to tropical storm. Anyway, California people are idiots, bro. Like, people make fun of Floridians and like Louisiana people for like how they react during a hurricane. Like, you know, like they just have like the grill, the cookouts or whatever, and they're just chilling with their beer. Yeah, at least we're not stupid enough to go dance and have like party in like flood water. Like, stupid you gotta be to go jump with your how do I say this in a PG manner? Your private areas, it's a flood water. Like, just openly like that. Like, that's just like not a good idea. Let's leave it like that. But yeah.
Well, you know what? I have no comment.
Yeah, so it was a bunch of.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I'm gonna go off topic for 1 second. But given how hot it has been over here in Tampa, it would not surprise me if New Orleans got plowed down by a Cat 5 hurricane or even a Cat 6 if it existed hurricane with how hot it's been.
Oh, means that the Gulf is?
Yeah,
Like, with how hot the Gulf is.
New Orleans
I
embraced
don't know
for
if it'll
Cat
hit
6
New
hurricane.
Orleans. I think if you think about it, since
Katrina.
20 what like not Katrina. Katrina was what 05, I
It was
believe.
05, 06.
Yeah, but since like 2010, when all the weather patterns kind of shifted, if you've actually noticed, the hurricanes don't head New Orleans way exactly anymore. They just either go to like
It
the
goes to
Houston
Texas or
area.
Mexico.
It goes to either Houston or does it go to the Panhandle, like Panama or Pensacola, Panama area.
Hey,
It
man,
doesn't
don't
actually
jinx
go
it.
to New Orleans
Don't
anymore.
jinx
Look,
it, man.
let me knock on wood. All right, triple knock on wood, guys. Sorry, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's like it goes like this instead of like
I
that.
saw a
now.
dude walking his pet cat. That sounds like something that would happen in Florida, except it would be a gator. Florida man walking pet gator and hurricane flood.
Yeah, but he would also be wearing boots and stuff.
No.
Florida people are just kind of cracking the ball.
He'll be holding a beer and just wearing some boots and his underwear.
Pretty much.
That's Florida people. All right, so now let's actually talk about West Coast football.
All right, yeah. Trey Lance.
LA.
Trey Lance wasn't terrible in the preseason. He wasn't great, but he wasn't terrible, and you could see that he's the guy, a young guy who's a lot of talent, who hasn't played a lot of NFL games. Like you could see it's just like a lot of immaturity in the game. It's not like refined yet, and you're like, those are all issues that you would need to be resolved with in-game reps, and you can clearly see Shanahan never wanted that dude in the draft. And it sucks for him because Shanahan put zero effort into his development, and he has his type of quarterback he likes, and you could tell he wanted Mac Jones a lot. Like with the way how Brock Purdy runs his offense, it's like, yeah, you can see he's like he wanted Mac Jones. He don't want Trey Lance never fit his type of offense. And that pick was the difference between management and coaching.
Let me ask you this, Ace. Do the Seahawks pose any threat to the 49ers this season?
Yes. That West is the 49ers quarterback issues are gonna leave that door open for the Seahawks to take it. If Jackson Smith is helped, Jackson Smith and Jigba comes back like week 2 and has no issues with that wrist, and if Kenneth Walker has no issues with his groin, Seahawks with that duo of Devon Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen, that is like one of the best young duos in corner, like young corner duos. You got Jamal Adams back. Yeah, that team is going to be good. And then you also have Brock Purdy throw interceptions left and right in practice, working off his rust. He's probably not going to be the same after his elbow.
Hey, what's the Saints coach name again? Dennis Allen?
Dennis Allen, yeah. I don't see the hype behind Seattle. I feel like Geno is going to regress. Okay, Geno might regress, but you also got to remember, Seahawks got both Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker in that backfield now. So no matter how bad the quarterback plays, although if he's like a mediocre quarterback, like when I say like a top between 18 and 24 quarterback, that's good enough to win that West probably. I'd rather have PJ Walker than Trey Lance, and I'm serious. Did you not see PJ Walker against? I want to say it was who was it against? Oh God, I'm trying to remember.
Ace, bring back up that comment, the one before.
I'm just also this.
Well,
you're also
first
you think Geno's better than Jalen Hurts, but we won't get into that tonight.
Well, no. I listen, just because I didn't respond to you on Twitter does not mean I still think Geno Smith was better than Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, man. Do I think Jalen Hurts will eventually become a better quarterback than Geno Smith? Yeah. But
he's already a better quarterback. What you mean eventually become a better quarterback?
Dude, have you seen the passes that Geno Smith? Geno Smith was throwing dimes and very difficult passes. He was throwing dimes. And I don't think.
Did you not see the quote I put up of Jalen Hurts just throwing
I
dimes?
saw your quote, Ace. You have 0 likes on that quote. And guess what?
Yes. Nobody believes that Geno's actually better than Jalen Hurts beside you.
Geno's literally the chick you're dating that everyone knows is going to leave, but you're still rooting for her. Well, I mean, Geno's still there. I mean, listen, we're going to keep rooting for him regardless.
And you're being so delusional.
He didn't bitch out like Russell Wilson. So you know what? We're here for the Geno train. All around, yes. But passing wise,
Even your
purely
boy,
no.
even your boy Kevin's agreeing with me. Hurts is better quarterback. Any,
Well,
any
I'm telling you right now, Ace, you cannot
no,
scheme.
Flash said Geno's better than Jalen Hurts, and I'm saying he's delusional for thinking that.
Listen, man, Geno. Listen, you can
Seahawks fan
scheme.
right there.
No, hear me out, Ace. Hear me out. You can scheme as much as you want for Geno Smith next season. It's not going to change a thing of how he's delivering those passes. And
Yeah,
Seahawks,
you realize nobody has been able to scheme for Jalen Hurts yet?
it's only one really good season Jalen Hurts really had.
Geno Smith was not even a starting quarterback for half his career. Bro was sitting on the bench. He got ran out of New York. He was sitting behind Russell Wilson for what?
Okay then Ace. We'll see. We'll see how this season go. Hurts is not a better passer than Geno Smith. Overall quarterback, yeah, but not better passer. Slow down. Listen, I don't hate Jalen Hurts, by the way. I do not hate him.
You think Geno better than Jalen Hurts?
I do think Geno Smith is a better passer.
Mm-hmm. Y'all remember when Ryan Fitzpatrick was going Ryan Fitzmagic against he
had a nickname
for 3
Fitzmagic.
Games of the season. Everybody thought this man was gonna be an All-Pro or some shit, and then
but the difference
it all went crashing down.
Hang on, Ace. Difference is between Geno Smith.
Because he plays for the Seahawks. Is that the difference?
No, not just that. Geno Smith was able to keep his consistency till the end of the season. Fitzmagic fizzed out like before midseason.
One season, and then he won right back down to what he was.
Yeah, because guess what? The only team he's ever played for was the Jets.
No, bro, you were just running yourself. You're digging your grave and you're almost China, bro. Ryan Fitzpatrick did not only play for the Jets.
I'm not talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm talking about Geno Smith.
What's your point?
Oh my! You know what? I remember those days. It was a fun time to root for the Bucs. Actually, I was there for the chaos.
That was when we should have known.
Well, let me say, had played on multiple teams. Like actually started a quarterback. Not Ben has played.
Yeah, but he was with the Jets, the Giants, the Chargers, and then the Seahawks. And he did actually play for the Chargers. He played 1 game, I believe, and he played a couple games for the Giants
as a starter.
Yeah. That was 2017, so that was when Eli had his issues.
I'm starting my new narrative, okay?
Yeah, when Eli had his issues, that's what I mean.
What?
Hey, Tyler Taylor took his team to the playoffs. I'm not sure what's happening decent.
All right. You know what? To be fair, no one's hyping up Geno Smith anyway, so he's already underrated this season.
Oh my God! They're calling Geno Smith underrated. First, say better than Jalen Hurts, and now we think he's underrated.
No. Just because I said it does not mean the media doesn't mean everyone else is saying so. All right, no one's actually mentioning Geno Smith at all this offseason.
For rightful reasons. He's just mid. He's nothing special.
All right, and guess what? When Geno Smith starts dropping dimes again against the whole league, what do you expect is going to happen?
And he ain't going to be better than Jalen Hurts.
Okay, fine. But as long as Geno Smith does Geno Smith, Seahawks are probably going to go better than the Eagles.
We're going to move on to college football. I can't with you right now. We knew this was coming. All right. What else is there? Anything else in NFL? You all got it? We have an average to below average quarterback who had a good season.
All right, guys. We will see this season. I'll be back.
I ain't gonna lie, but Drew Lock looked just as good as Geno did in the preseason.
All right. So you guys think the Seahawks are a legitimate threat to the 49ers, but you guys don't believe in Geno Smith at this point?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what the comments are telling me. Hey man, they don't got Chauncey, bro. They ain't got Chauncey. A few guys left.
That ain't mean nothing. That doesn't mean squat.
Hey man,
literally the offense is the exact same, and they added DeAndre Swift instead of Miles Sanders. That is literally the only difference on offense.
I'm talking about defense, bro.
And defense, bro.
Oh no! Click the next one. Click the next one.
Yeah. The 49ers quarterback is the only reason why I would say
Oh,
they even have a shot.
all right, Kevin.
but
Kevin, you're done. You're done, man. I'm sorry. You are done for that last one. You are done.
bro is just oozing his bias Seahawks fan aura out right now. It's so obvious. Who cares? Yeah, bro. Let's be real. Yeah, Ashton's right, bro. We only talking about the NFC basically, but like the AFC, we got the AFC steamrolling. We got
Well,
Chiefs, got the Bengals, got the Ravens, got the
we got the Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence.
hell. Jaguars better than the Seahawks. Shit.
No, okay. Now you're talking stupidness. Now, please shut up. You are talking real stupidness now.
No,
for that
I'm
comment.
not. I'm being real.
No,
real. I
and
take
you
Trevor Lawrence. I'll take the Jags.
Let me guess.
and
You think the
Seahawks.
Saints are better than the Seahawks too?
But I didn't say that. I can't say who the Saints are better than because I don't know what the hell to expect.
But you actually,
if we say that the Jags, I've seen what the Jags did last year, and they added. They didn't lose anybody. They added.
I'm
Calvin
not
Ridley.
saying the Jags are scrubs, but I mean, come on now.
That's
Well, the Seahawks are
we
going to be
haven't talked
another
NFL
underrated
40
team
minutes.
that's going to be ruining your parlays again. So good luck with that, y'all.
Okay.
Don't bet
Cool.
against the Seahawks this
About
season.
that.
All right.
College football, week 0. Yes.
Can we talk about NBA too? Or no NBA today?
Ain't nothing to talk about in the NBA besides Harden getting fined $100,000 for calling
Freedom of
Daryl Morey a
speech, man.
liar.
That is disgusting. That is
Well, no,
disgusting.
because you can't criticize your boss with how should I say this? With like
Kevin, that is a trash opinion you have there. I you know what? If Kevin actually thinks that like the Ravens are better than the Seahawks, I suggest he needs to stop talking football immediately.
Wait, who's better than the Seahawks?
The Ravens. Because if Kevin actually thinks,
right, the Ravens are better than the Seahawks. It ain't no.
Now, okay. You know what? That is it. Now you're just talking stupidness now too. You think Lamar?
Cool. I'm back to.
Please. That is enough blasphemy for today, all right? Seahawks are a top 10 team in the league.
Okay. Baby Stephen A got put into timeout. Calm down. Calm it back down. Take it back to earth. I know he's trying to bring that energy for his first time back. He's got all that pent up energy. He's got to let it out. But to say that the Seahawks are better than the Ravens is just sorry. That's it. And the Eagles, like, come on. All right, college football time. Week 0. Talk some college football now. He's back. Off timeout. College football only. Wait, why can't I hear him? Did I actually? I forgot to unmute him.
You muted me, you dick. No. I'm not letting that one slide thinking the Ravens are better than the Seahawks. No.
They are. It's not like nothing new.
I'm all right. No. Ravens are not better than the Seahawks. I'm not buying that one. As a matter of fact, I will even bet money on the Seahawks over the Ravens.
Are these all AFC
when that
teams
game
are taking
happens.
over the Seahawks? All right. Yes. Maybe. Okay. Yes, actually. Yes,
no. Okay.
No.
Stop.
Okay,
Hey,
I will draw the line at the Dolphins.
No.
For who I'd take over the Seahawks. I wouldn't take.
No.
Based off overall teams, I don't.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking for 5 seconds. Stop talking for 5 seconds, Ace. All right. Chiefs, yes. Bengals, yes. Bills, yes. Ravens, hell no. Chargers, hell no. Dolphins, maybe depending on their health. Jets, fuck no. Browns, fuck no. Steelers, big all fuck no.
All right, muted. He's going back in timeout. Dropping F-bombs 3 times in a row. On timeout again. You gotta calm down with the Seahawks, man. Chill. We're going only college football now. I don't know. We're still keeping it going. All right, guys in the comment section. Keep it college football only, guys. We gotta keep Slash on their thing. Oh, let's try to keep Slash happy. There you go. Keep him happy. Keep Flash happy. All right, Flash, you're happy now. Now we can move on to college football.
I'm not biting Kevin's bait now. He's talking nonsense. Let him be miserable as a Bucks fan this season because
Okay, I think fifth best team in the NFC is not out of the question. I can see the fifth best.
they're top
team.
5. They're top 5.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, but they're just not better than the Ravens or Eagles. That's all we're saying.
I'm disagreeing about the Ravens one, dude. Who the Ravens got?
Well, why? Lamar, they were literally the second seed in the AFC.
It doesn't matter, dude.
Last year.
I mean, even if
And
Lamar is healthy.
Zay Flowers and OBJ. It's not like they
Listen, Seahawks defense is better this year, dude. Lamar is not going to be running free, and his washed-up threats are not going to be.
Name a Seahawks linebacker right now. Let's see if he even knows any. You got to think, and I can tell you who they are right now. He can't even think about it.
All right, you know what? You're done. Definitely not the Cowgirls.
Not the Cowboys. Not the Cowboys.
Not the Cowboys, and definitely not the Giants. All right, Kevin, you're done now. For saying Cowboys.
On college football, I don't know why I keep going back to this Seahawks thing.
No.
The background is literally college football, guys. Come on. Kevin, keep it college football only. I'm begging you. 30 an hour and 6 minutes. I thought I was going to keep this like a 30-minute episode. Flash bringing some good juice. Let's keep it college football right now, guys. I'm begging y'all. Do a brother a favor and just keep it at college football right now. Drop some college football hot take. I know. Bro knew. I was like, asked him who were the linebackers for the Seahawks. I knew Bobby Wagner was back. He ain't even think about it. That's why I was like, bro, is just so overhyped right now. We need to bring him back down to earth. All right, guys. All right, thank you. Yes, good. Like Jordan Bro, Bobby Wagner, and them boys still there. He ain't even noticed. I know. I can tell you who it is. He's so hyped up right now. We gotta bring him. Well, we gotta get back down to earth, guys. So thank you for that. All right, cool. College football. Week 0 is underway. Navy, Notre Dame. All right, I'm bringing him back. He's shouting. I can hear him. Navy, Notre Dame. Who we taking, Flash?
Notre Dame? That's not a question.
Pretty much. Hawaii, Vanderbilt. I'm taking home.
No.
No, I believe I took Vanderbilt.
I have to take Vanderbilt.
Gotta go back and picks.
I mean, you know, maybe Hawaii could provide an upset just to piss off bettors, but it's Vanderbilt.
Kevin's trolling. Don't read the comment section. That's
I saw Kevin's comment.
Raiders and Bucks are.
Kevin, I see your comments, dude. You need to stop.
He's talking. Mad. Don't be sad, Flash.
I'm not being sad. I'm not sad. I'm just disappointed in some of his takes he had tonight. Because there's a bunch of teams he mentioned that he thinks is better than Seahawks that are not. But we're not talking about Seahawks. Harbaugh suspended for first 3 games of Michigan seasons. Actually, I need to look at that. I'm quite curious. Who's Michigan's schedule looks like? Michigan. Oh, I can't even spell Michigan tonight. Yeah, he'll figure it out.
Are you looking up the Harbaugh suspended games? All right.
Yeah. Cool. Week 1, East Carolina. That should be a walk in the park, but East Carolina
exactly. They don't. It don't mean.
Oh, slow down.
Michigan be fine without him.
No, slow down. Eastern Carolina has stepped up a little bit. Why did I change my name to Sad Seahawks fan? I'm not a Sad Seahawks fan, all right? No, I'm getting the Kenneth Walker jersey, all right? That's final, Kevin. All right. I think East Carolina might be the only potential loss that could possibly happen, but UNLV and Bowling Green, nah, not even close.
It's some NCAA regulations he broke, so he got suspended.
ECU lost their explosive running back. They're going to regress. Yep. I mean, I do not know what's going on at ECU's training camp. I cannot say anything, so we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, after that solid season they had, I'm pretty sure the recruiting looks pretty decent.
Nah, they're gonna run straight through East Carolina's throat. I'm predicting 40-point blowout there. UNLV, that's definitely gonna be at least 40 points.
Well,
Bowling
UNLV
Green,
is
solid 30 get points. Rutgers, solid 20-point minimum. And then like Harbaugh's gonna be back for the Rutgers game anyway.
yeah. But I mean, Rutgers and Nebraska's a walkthrough. Minnesota's a walkthrough. Indiana's a walkthrough. Michigan State is a walkthrough. I mean, their coach is trash. For crying out loud. Purdue, that could be a loss. Penn State, possible, but I'm not gonna buy it yet. Maryland's a walkthrough, and Ohio State and Michigan. Well, we'll wait for that one when time comes.
Next year, Kevin.
It's
the new
2024.
playoff, that's
Next year. It's next
when
year.
Texas and Oklahoma go to the SEC is when it starts. Yeah. But with that, week 0 is next week. Believe week 1 is gonna be when all the fun begins. September 2nd. It's gonna be kind of weird with where the new games are gonna be because Big Ten is not gonna be on anymore, I believe. That's gonna be kind of tough. I think the Big 12 is on Fox, if I'm not mistaken. So that's gonna be kind of sucky.
All right.
Also,
you know what, Ace? I mean, while we're at it, just because I'm actually here, let's talk about like the.
all right. So who do you guys project as the final 4 for the season? Just give a wild guess. All right, cool.
Alabama.
Georgia won. Georgia, Alabama, Melrose is gonna be good.
I don't know. You think Georgia's going back this year?
Yeah. Well, I don't know with Sheen at quarterback, but they still got a good team, even with Sheen at quarterback. Sheen from Jimmy Neutron, by the way, the quarterback. Yeah. I don't trust Ohio State. Michigan might make it.
Michigan might.
The Big Ten. I don't think Ohio State beating Michigan again. So
No.
or not again, but they're not beating them this
I
year,
agree
so
with Kevin
they're
on
not
USC,
affected.
but USC has some other problems they're gonna have to. Well, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Trump.
I feel like what all these teams like with the networks getting so much money, it kind of is taking the fun out of college football because you're not getting rivalries anymore properly. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, I was gonna say LSU is the fourth team, but
No, that's not happening.
Three
That's
SEC teams isn't gonna probably make
No.
sense for the committee, which is why I would think if FSU wins week 1, I would take FSU as the 4th team maybe if they don't
Ace.
fumble around. Washington or USC could possibly sneak in at number 4, but I doubt it.
No. Don't underestimate Washington, Ace. Don't
No,
underestimate.
I'm just saying with the way how Pac-12 gets disrespected, unless they go undefeated, I don't see either.
I'll say this: if UW loses one game, they're still in it. 2 games are out. There's no question about it. But UW's schedule is pretty tight this year. I mean,
I'd say this: a 2-loss LSU gets in over a 1-loss Washington.
No.
Because the 2 losses would probably be 1 to probably Alabama, who would also be in the top 4, and the other one would probably be to either Georgia or somebody else.
LSU
makes Final Four, but maybe it depends on how it works out.
Ace, can I talk? Can I actually talk?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go.
All right. For LSU to make the playoffs, they have to beat Alabama. What happened to you?
I have no idea. I think my cord popped out.
Anyways, for LSU to make the playoffs, they have to beat Alabama in the SEC championship. Plain and simple. They have to beat Bama twice. It's not beat Bama once and beat Bama again. Oh wait, I'm tripping. They have to beat Alabama in the regular season. Plain and simple. All right, so how about this? Let me go over UW's football schedule because that is actually a very good and intriguing one. And if you're a Tampa Bay native, you should be rooting for University of Washington just for the sole fact that they have a Heisman candidate.
I'm just
that's from
asking
Tampa
you
Bay.
if UW lost their best running back.
It doesn't matter. UW still has a very good O-line. And their quarterback is a bomb thrower. As long as Michael Penix is healthy, it doesn't matter. And their O-line is very, very good. So, I'm not too worried about that. But let me go over menu first. All right. What is no? What just happened?
Oh boy, he's having tech issues. Give him a second.
I'm having trouble already. Might be the
I'm gonna
Seahawks
think, I
season.
need to scout these quarterbacks for Tampa Bay. I only have my eyes on Jordan Travis, Michael Penix, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Listen, Michael Penix in Tampa Bay would be nice, but I sure as hell do not want him in Tampa Bay.
No, Tampa's gonna be too high up in the draft.
Michael Penix might be a second round pick.
Penix will probably go late first.
Well, it depends how good, but I think he might be a second round pick. Unless he wins that high.
Pac-10. Pac-10. That's actually funny.
I'm out of Nope. I'm not giving you that drunk. UW looks
You don't
better
even get it. You literally said Pac-10. They won't take it serious.
That's funny. I'm telling you right now, UW is beating USC. I'll go over the schedule. Oh, week 1, Boise State. What fun. Week 2, Tulsa. That's a win. Week 3, Michigan State. They're getting stomped. California getting stomped. Arizona getting stomped. I expect Washington to take care of Oregon again. Arizona State, I hope they take care of them. I mean, don't let Arizona State games fool you last year, y'all. They were starting freshman defensive backs last year when they lost to Arizona State. Do not let that game fool you. Stanford, that should be a W. USC, that's going to be a fun one. I mean, regardless, everyone's watching that. Utah, that's also going to be a good one. Oregon State, they should take care of business with that, even with Wangalele. And Washington State, they should take care of that. I think Utah or USC are probably the probable L's along with Oregon, but I expect UW to pull through against Oregon. I expect them to pull through with USC.
Never good enough.
Wait, what? What we're talking
What about Penn State? Penn State's not going to be good enough, I don't think.
In order for Penn State to make it, they still have to go through Ohio State or Michigan. They have to go through Michigan.
Actually, that was me drunk. That was gonna be me. This one, this quote, this comment right here would be me. Actually,
I never said
that would be me.
I never said anything along the lines of Markelle Fultz being a dog in NBA. He's doing good. I'm glad for Markelle Fultz, but I never said anything along those lines.
No, like when he was coming out, that would be me actually drunk. Cool. You got anything else to talk about before we wrap this up?
Yeah. So essentially, there's some good games for Washington. They'll have the resume to make the college football playoffs if they handle business. A one-loss UW team should still make it, I think, because that is a very tough schedule. Actually, you know what Oregon's schedule looks like? Portland State, Texas Tech, Colorado, Oregon, UW, Washington State, FA. Oregon's schedule's all right. I'm not buying the hype on USC though. USC only has hype because of what's his face?
Caleb and Lincoln.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have hype.
Caleb is gonna be a 3-loss at max, but I don't think it's gonna be between Washington and USC, and I think Washington comes out barely.
Oh, slow down now. They play Utah.
He made that up based off combo. Oh yeah, because of Flash's Washington stuff. That's kind of okay. Cool. Yeah, we are a ways away from the NBA. It's like, I believe 63 days until opening night.
We can't even make we can't even make those. Well, I guess we could just make predictions for fun. Why not?
The NBA prediction video is going to come out probably end of September.
NBA? Anyway. We're making prediction videos for NBA?
Oh, no, just for like the overall season. Remember we did one last year?
Oh my god, you guys changed my name to Geno Smith Stan? At least put Kenneth
You just
Walker,
realized
man.
that?
I just noticed that.
Yeah, Geno Smith Stan fits you perfectly.
No, if I would be more happy representing a Michael Penix Stan than Geno Smith. Oh, he's going to change it now.
Of Washington Stan.
No, just put UW Huskies believer. That would be funny. No, let me change it. I want to change it. Where can I change it? Edit name. There we go.
All right, yeah, okay. Close out with quick NBA predictions. All right, let's be real here. Ain't nobody afraid of 76ers. 76ers, like, come on now. Ain't nobody afraid of Joel Embiid. Jokic, I think the Nuggets are going to be a top 3 seed, health permitting. Lakers, going to be a bottom 17. They're going to be a play-in team. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team. If the Mavericks aren't a playoff team, expect that Luka Doncic trade request to hit. That is going to be a given if the season ends in the. Oh, you want to talk about this one? All right. Zion was considering him, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum a big 3. Bro, you actually got to play more than 30 games to be considered a big 3. I'm going to be real with you. You can't be playing like 29 games and calling yourself a big 3.
Well, I can't say too much about the Pelicans. They got some people, but they're
They
playing
got to
team
be
at
healthy.
best. They're playing team at best. Let's face
If
it.
they're healthy, they're going to be a top 5 seed, but they're never healthy, so they're not going to be. Because they were the 1 seed when Zion was healthy.
They got
Zion
Zion drama too, Ace. Let's not forget that.
Oh god, he said Zion. Oh god.
I said Zion drama. I did not say anything else. I said Zion drama.
No, not with what you said. Made me have a flashback to a certain Twitter conversation I had with a dude last night. Somebody replied to him and said, Broly's saying Goku's name like Zion's lady was saying. That's how much.
I can see Mavs
yeah.
bouncing back to a top.
I can see it. I'm gonna be real with you. I see it. See the vision what you're coming from. But if that does not happen, we could trade request is hitting with that.
I'm not buying that one. Mavs outside of Kyrie, they have a good backcourt, but I'm not buying that one yet.
It depends on if Derek Lively, the day one producer, with the bigs, they need a lot of big help. Christian Wood's gone though, so it's like no Porzingis. Good Porzingis left. They haven't been exactly the same.
I'm not buying that one. I could see like a top 6 seed, but not a top 4.
They were top 4 back when Porzingis was there, but like,
yeah, but the thing
Brunson too. But Brunson ain't there no
Ace.
more, so.
Ace. The only other problem is on the Mavs. They don't even have any bigs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their issue is the big. So if unless Lively comes in, he's like that right away. They're gonna be they're cutting JaVale McGee too. So it's like they're gonna get dinner on the front line.
A big 3 at dinner. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Zion clearly likes his bigger woman. I mean, we've seen it with his past history. So, but that's all I'm saying on that.
They're not gonna talk.
They added pieces in it, but yeah, I'm not too high. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. I agree with that. Listen, Ace, don't. I mean, you may say that Lakers may be a play-in team, but Kevin says otherwise. I think Kevin believes they're like a top 5, maybe top 3 team.
Nah, that ain't happening. He's been a real team. That ain't happening. Nah.
I'm gonna feel bad for Gabe Vincent, man. He's gonna have so much expectations on that Lakers team, and he's gonna get bullied.
Austin Reeves don't get an high 6 man of the year. He didn't look too bad in the world.
I'm not hating on Austin Reeves. I like that guy.
I don't hate him. It's just he just foul baits so much. It's so annoying to watch him play sometimes.
Hey man, if you could get the calls to get, well, I mean, they're supposedly
just get the call to get the plays.
But I mean, we all seen how NBA games are very favorites.
That's the reason. Okay.
What about the Clippers?
Clippers, I see them anywhere between a 3 and a 6 seed.
Not top 2 seed. They probably won't go for it.
Health. They wouldn't go for it. They'll be happy with a 3 seed because the health can still rest Kawhi and Paul George.
Yeah, they'll probably go for it.
I don't see it.
They'll probably go for a 3 seed for sure. I could definitely see that.
The Suns is the issue with me because I feel like they could easily be a 1 seed, but they don't play defense, and they've added a lot of bench guys, but like the defense is still terrible.
Let's
big 3.
Let's say this:
you have 3 traffic cones on defense. That's what it is.
They don't even have a bench.
They added a lot of guys, but the quality isn't there. Yeah,
I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't think they'll get as low to a 6. I think probably 5th seed is the lowest unless something really bad happens. But if healthy, I expect them to be 3 to 5-ish. That's my expectation for the Clippers. And honestly, I don't even want the Clippers to be chasing the 1 seed. That's just going to run down their guys, if anything. So
like
I'll
predicted.
I'll also say this as well as we all know the Suns' weakness as well, and the Clippers kind of exposed them on it during that round 1 playoff series when there's only Russ versus essentially. If it was Russ and Kawhi playing,
you got to keep it quick. You know, you're not keeping this quick.
I think. Well, I'm not here to talk about if Russ and Kawhi played out that whole series. I think they would have beat the Suns. I'm not here to debate about that.
They would have beat the Suns if. That's not even a debate. I firmly believe if Kawhi played that series all the way through, they would have beat him.
They would have beat him in 6.
Kawhi channeled 2019 Kawhi. He was 2019 Kawhi when he was playing the Suns in Game 1, and I feel like if his knee held up the whole series, that series was a wrap. So ESPN dropped their prediction,
and also
they got.
Also, that was like Russ.
Moving on from the Clippers.
That was also Russ's best playoff series in a long time since 2017. If I want to be frank with you, and his defense has been top.
All right.
What about the East? We didn't even talk about the East.
Short and sweet. Yeah, I'm doing short and sweet. ESPN dropped the prediction. They got Celtics 1, Bucks 2, Cavs 3, Sixers 4, Heat 5, 6, Knicks is 6, Hawks 7, Nets 8, Pacers 9, Magic 10. Only one I'd take out of that list is probably the Nets at 8. I'd drop the Nets a little lower, probably sticking either the Bulls or the Raptors over the Nets because I don't believe Mikal Bridges is going to be a good one option. Because, Jack Vaughn, when he played, he's got a one option putting up crazy numbers, but that rest of the team, they don't win. That's why they got swept. So, basically, I'd take Brooklyn out of there, and I'd probably stick in Chicago, maybe, or Toronto. If Toronto keeps Pascal Siakam, I'd easily see. I'd move Pacers up.
I could see Chicago being
9,
decent this year. I could see them making
Toronto
the playoffs.
or Chicago at 10 or 8. Basically that, yeah.
I could see Chicago. The Bulls. Nah.
Champion. Okay.
I would not compare them to that.
Are the Cowboys, Toronto Maple Leafs of the NBA. If you know what I mean.
They
will get second round, never further. It's not the Bills. It's second round, never further.
The Bills are a bit different scenario. I think the Bills
make it to the championship game. Cowboys and Maple Leafs, they don't make it. 76ers don't make it to the championship game. Championship series, but you know what I mean.
I agree more with Ace on this one. I think Miami, he could probably go back to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's gonna be I could already see the picture. It's gonna be Heat and Celtics again. Part 3, part 4.
Yeah, easy.
No, even without Dame,
I can still see the Heat going.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If anything, the Heat could probably make the finals again.
With that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. It's already hour 28 running here. Even though we did start late, so I'll take some blame for that. Tech issues, Flash joined in late. We had an amazing comment run. Shout out.
This was a great
shout
episode.
Out Kevin. Shout out Drunk. Shout out AP.
Hey,
AP, my boy Freaky Peasy. He comes in every once in a while. I got him in here. We had a good conversation with all 4 of y'all. I didn't have to run this show by myself, so I was happy. Flash came with great energy. A little too much energy at times. If we bring in that podcast, that new name's going to be debuting soon. We're going to talk with JP, get that all straightened out for hopefully week 1. We're going to make that week 1 launch for that podcast coming up back on Tuesdays. But yeah, JP will be probably back next week. I don't know. It depends on when his health gets back to what it should be. We'll come back, the usual Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Me and Flash will maybe be back Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Depending on if we get everything set out. Flash is going back to school. I'm already back, so we're going to get it all good to go. Kevin saying, shout out Flash, a.k.a. the Geno Smith Show for the passionate Seahawks take. Yeah, that's true, too. Got a little too much passion at times. Dropped a couple of bombs. We don't want that next time.
At least Kevin's not coming at me
working
for
it back
Westbrook
in.
takes.
He's working his way back.
Me and Kevin always fights in the DMs over the Clippers sometimes.
All right. With that being said, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. We're going to be back next week as always. Be a friend, tell a friend. I already probably said that. Stay safe, stay blessed.
Hopefully, I
run
can come
this
back
outro.
soon, but it might be a while again, y'all. So be safe.
Stay blessed. Stay safe. We out.